All right, you guys. So this is off of last night's homework, and I wanted to go over the fraction one because I'm sure that a lot of you were like, fractions? No, I'm not doing it. So yes, you are. Let's do it. Okay, so look. This one you could change into its fraction already. Okay, so -3, how would I change that into a fraction? Yep, negative, but what's the common denominator? 3. So this is going to be -9/3. Okay? So once you do that, you could see, what's it going down by? We have a -1 to -5. Yeah, but I'm just kind of looking at the top one. Oh, you're right. It's going down by -2/3 each time. Okay, so that's your D value, right? All right, so that being your D value, we know what our A value is. What's our A value? Our A1 value. It's -1/3, right? So we can find the recursive formula really fast here by saying A sub n equals A sub n minus 1 minus 2/3, right?
Question.
Yeah.
How do you know that -1/1/3 is the A1?
Because that's the very first one in the sequence.
What if they started like A2?
It wouldn't. On these ones that they named the first four, just the very first one on the sequence is A1. You can always assume that. Okay?
Will it ever say otherwise? Like,
Yeah.
like starting in A3?
Yeah, it would tell you. Okay? But I probably won't have anything like that. Okay, so now we want to find the explicit formula for this. And the explicit formula is A sub n equals A sub 1, which is -1/3, plus n minus 1 times D.
Wait, I'm sorry, what do you mean?
The explicit formula. This was the recursive.
That whole thing.
That one was.
So don't you usually find explicit first?
You don't have to. I just think recursive is easier to find with this, so I just put it first. You can do it either way.
So when you know what the D is,
Yeah.
then you can find recursive first?
Yeah.
Okay.
As long as you know A1 and D, it's easy. Okay? So this one, D, is -2/3, right? So I am going to go through and distribute this to both of these. Okay? So I have -1/3 plus a -2/3 n plus 2/3. That equals A sub n.
Oh.
We're finding the explicit formula.
So wouldn't that be just -1? -1/3?
Yep, so I could put these two together, right? This one and this one.
Wouldn't it just be
-2
easier? Wouldn't it be easier to take n minus 1 and then just multiply it by?
That's what I did. Multiplied it by -2/3.
Oh, wait, is this special math teacher? None of us have this.
Do you want?
level.
I had her. One and
I had her
four.
Yep.
Just if you guys are wondering.
So this is our final answer for our explicit formula. Now we found the recursive formula. We found the explicit formula is this. Now we need to find A sub 21. So all we need to do is take -2/3 times 21 plus 1/3. So -2 times 21 is -40, what? 42/3?
Yeah.
Nope, I'm doing it into this formula right here. So I'm putting in 21 into n right here. So -42/3 plus 1/3. So A sub 21 should be -41/3. And that should be your answer for that. So on number 3, we're going to do the same thing. Okay, so we're going to change this to a fraction. -1 is the same thing as saying -2/2. And -4 is the same thing as saying -8/2. Okay? So these are all going down by -3/2. So that's our D value. Okay? And I can go ahead and make my recursive formula really easily because I already know that a sub 1 is 1/2. A sub n equals a sub n minus 1 minus 3/2. So just by that recursive formula, that D value, we know that that's our slope in our line. Okay, that's our change for each time. So now let's make the explicit formula. So that's our R recursive formula. Let's do the explicit. Ugh, I can't write today. Okay, so a sub n is equal to the first a sub 1, which is 1/2, plus n minus 1 times -3/2. Okay, we have 1/2 minus 3/2 n if we distribute that, plus 3/2. And we could put this 1/2 and the 3/2 together. So that will be 4/2. I'm going to put that right there. And -3/2 n. Okay? And that is our explicit formula. Now, you could always say 4/2 is the same thing as 2, correct? Okay. Now we need to find a sub 21. Okay, so -3/2 times 21 plus 4/2. Okay, so 3 times 21 is the same thing as 63, -63 over 2, plus 4/2. And that is going to be 59, -59/2, correct? Okay. And that's that one. And you know what? I think the rest of them should be really easy, being that they're not fractions on that page. On these ones, we're given 2 points. Basically, at step 11, we have a value of -99, and at step 37, we have a value of -333. So we can write our explicit equation like this. At a sub 11, we have -99 equals, and we don't know what a sub 1 is yet, so I'm just going to leave it like this, plus n minus 1. What's our n this time? It's 11, right? So if n minus 1, it should be 10d. Yep. Because that's my sub letter. I'm at step 11.
But isn't your D a constant?
We don't know the D yet.
We don't know d yet. Yep. Nope, we're trying to find out what d is. Okay, so remember that our explicit formula is a sub n equals a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times d. We're trying to, on all of these, we don't know A1 and we don't know D. Okay, but we do know what step it's at. We know that that's the step, right? And that's the value that we have. Okay, so the step is this one, and the value is this one. Okay? So, being that the step is 11, we're going to say it's 10D, because 11 minus 1 is 10. Okay, so what's my second sentence here going to be? Good. A sub 1 plus 36 times D. Because our step's at 37, you take 1 away from that, it becomes 36. Now, we're going to solve these by simultaneous equations. And the thing is really easy about these ones is we can eliminate our A sub 1 by changing it to a negative. So I'm just going to go and change all my signs here for one of these. I'll do this one just to make everything positive when we're subtracting, or somewhat. So 333 minus 99 should be 233 minus plus 1, which is 234, correct?
Yep.
The A's will cancel, and negative 36 plus 10 is negative 26D. Okay. So 234 divided by 26.
Wait. Wait, do you mean the other way around?
No.
234 divided by negative 26. We're going to take
So you wanna get rid of it.
Oh, it's -9.
negative 9 is our D. All right. Now we know our D. Got to find our A1. So we're just going to plug it back in on one of these. So I'll say negative 99 equals A sub 1 plus 10 times negative 9. That would be negative 99 equals A sub 1 minus 90. Add 90 to both sides, and what do I get? Negative 9, once again. Okay, so what's our explicit formula? What's our A sub 1? Negative 9. Okay. Okay, if I simplify that.
Wait, so are A sub 1 and B are the same?
Yeah, just happened to be the same this time.
Oh, I don't like that.
That's weird, I know. Minus 9n plus 9. Look at what happens here.
9n.
Yeah, isn't that weird? So we don't even have a...
Wait,
we-
why is it plus?
because I took a negative and I distribute it.
Oh,
So my 9's cancel out, and I'm just left with negative 9n for my explicit formula.
see, that's why I was getting confused. I was like, maybe that's wrong.
Nope, it's right. It's weird, but it's right.
You have to
Okay.
simplify that part.
You probably should. I mean... Yeah, I mean, I will tell you on the test if I want you to simplify it all the way, okay? How's that sound? Okay? That's our explicit. What would be our recursive?
A sub 1 equals negative 9.
Uh-huh.
And then A sub n equals A sub n minus 1 to be 9.
Yeah, minus 9, right? Because we're subtracting 9 from each side. From each one. All right? So those are the types of things you need to do on the back side. All right, so hopefully now you guys can complete this and work on your bookwork for today.